Hello, my name is David Wolowidnyk. I'm the resident cocktail stylist, spirit educator, and award-winning bartender. I'd like to demonstrate for you some simple yet creative and delicious cocktails that you can make at home. These cocktails are featured in the magazine, this one in particular, in the 2020 autumn issue. It's called the Cranberry Whisky Shrub, and it's part of a series where we feature preserves or saving the harvest. A shrub? Yes, a shrub. A shrub is an ingredient that you'll have to make. A little bit of effort is worth it with this cocktail. A shrub is an early colonial preservation technique where you make a syrup or a cordial using vinegar as the base, some sugar, and fruit. I decided to flavor the water component in this recipe and flavor it with cinnamon. So I took 2 cups of water and 2 sticks of cinnamon, and I boiled it down to half. Removed those sticks and let it cool. Now I'm only going to be using half a cup of that cinnamon water in the recipe. And the reason for doing the larger volume to begin with is that it takes longer to reduce. Therefore, more cinnamon flavor will go into that water. I'll take a cup of cranberries, half a cup of cinnamon water, half a cup of sugar, and half a cup of apple cider vinegar. I'll place that into a non-reactive pot. Stainless steel works great. Put it onto the stove at a medium-high heat and stir it occasionally for about 10 minutes until some of those berries start to pop. Remove it from the stove and allow it to cool completely. Now that step will take about 30 minutes. Once it has, place it into a non-reactive container and place it in the refrigerator for 8 to 12 hours. After that time is expired, you can then pull it from the refrigerator and strain it twice through a fine strainer. Don't press it through, otherwise the result will be quite cloudy. Just allow it to drip through, pass through again, and what you'll get is something identical to that. It's absolutely delicious with the flavor of cranberries, cinnamon, and that perfect balance between tart and sweet. Now, building this cocktail couldn't be easier. We're going to take this glass and build it right inside. I'm going to take 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters of Canadian whiskey. Did I mention already that in the magazine I used barefaced whiskey? Well, it's so delicious I finished the bottle already. So I went to my cabinet and I picked out an equally delicious Canadian whiskey, the Wiser's Deluxe. That 45 mils or 1.5 fluid ounces of the whiskey, the same measure of this cranberry cinnamon shrub. 45 mils, 1.5 ounces. Place that to the side. Now that shrub, as I said, is worth the effort because once you make it, it'll last in your fridge for months. Crack open a soda water, and let's add in roughly 2 ounces or 1.5 ounces of that soda water. I'm going to give that a light little stir to combine. I don't want to disturb those bubbles too much. I want them to remain. And let's add some ice. Look at that color. Absolutely gorgeous. I like to garnish with some of those frozen cranberries or fresh cranberries, whichever you like, right on top. They'll add a beautiful appearance and a nice little tart bite if you decide to eat them. Or, if you'd rather, a cinnamon stick. That looks great, doesn't it? You'll have to go pick up the magazine. As I said, it's worth every effort. Go through the motions. You won't regret it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again soon.